Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your week of February 14th, 2022 General Tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energy coming into this week, some challenges, some outcomes for you, clarifying them all up, and tying everything off with an oracle message for you at the end of the video. These are general readings though, so some of this might resonate with you, or maybe all of it will, or maybe none of it will. Just don't try to force things. You know, if it doesn't click with you, then it just doesn't click. And this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So you're welcome to watch if you're, any of those signs. Even if you're a cross watcher, you're welcome. Just know that if you're cross watching, it can be a little mixed up here. Things might not come off 100% accurate as a cross watcher. But here we are. We've got the Six of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles here for your energy, Cancer. This is interesting because there's a lot of hard work here for sure, and I feel like there's a lot of rewards coming for you too here. With the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, both cards of hard work here. With the Eight of Pentacles, it's more of like we're putting the time in, practice makes perfect, all that good stuff, right? Keep repeating, keep practicing, you're improving. Maybe not as fast as you'd like, but you are improving. With the Seven of Pentacles, it can make you wonder, like, is this hard work worth it? Like, maybe I should harvest, this guy's saying maybe I should harvest now and cut my losses, or just say this is as good as I'm going to get, or try to like cash out early, something like that. So you might be wondering a little bit at this time if that's the case for you. Maybe you should be, cutting your losses, or just saying, this is good enough, we're going for it. But the thing is, with the Seven of Pentacles, you are on the right path here, because we're going from the 7 and into the 8 here, so you are advancing forward. So I'd say stick to it here. And with the Six of Cups here as well, I feel like there's gifts coming in for you here because of your hard work. Like, they are in, maybe they're not here right for you right this instant, but here in the future, it feels like there are going to be gifts. People are going to be recognizing your hard work and rewarding you for it here. So let's take a look at some potential clarifiers here for you, see what's going on, see what's happening. If we can get some more detail on this here. What do we have here? We got the Six of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Emperor here. The Emperor is Aries card, so you may have Aries in your chart. If you do, that's awesome. That means you're coming in a really strong way. If you don't have Aries in your chart, the Emperor is just saying like you're bossing up. Like, you've got a really strong energy about you, ready for anything at this time. You're very balanced as well, not just in like your approach to life and such, but as well as like your energy, your masculine and feminine energy is quite balanced here. So I really like that a lot. I like that mature energy. I like the responsibility. I love that here, especially with that Six of Wands coming out as well, because the Six of Wands can be that attitude of victory and, putting your money where your mouth is, backing up what you're saying, right? You're doing a lot of trash talking, and then you're actually backing it up with your actions here too. So I like that a lot. And I see a lot of, like, we're talking about maturity here with the Emperor. The Eight of Swords also backs that up, because the Eight of Swords is about self-imposed restrictions. And when you're mature and you're kind of disciplined, hello, Spike. When you're matured and you're disciplined, it's nice because the Eight of Swords talks about that. Like, it talks about you being very mature, very disciplined, not going out and spending, money on things that you shouldn't be spending it on. Instead, spending it on things where it's supposed to be, like bills and things of that nature here. So it seems like you're being quite mature and responsible still. So I like that. Like, I feel like this hard work that you've got, like I say, with that Six of Cups there especially, is going to be rewarded soon. So I'm digging that. Let's take a look and see what we got for some potential challenges for you here, Cancer. We got the Seven of Swords here, the Eight of Swords again, and the Ten of Cups. So I feel like there's going to be a particular way you need to handle things at this time with that Seven of Swords. You can see here this person, they're holding the swords in their hands, but they're holding them by the blades, right? And that can say like you need to handle things very delicately at this time. So maybe that's a case for you here in the future. Maybe you need to change up how you're handling things. Maybe you're being a little more rough and gruff, and we need to handle things a little more delicately. Or it's just saying you need maybe take notice of how you are handling things as well. Take care you're not hurting yourself by handling something in a inappropriate way, right? With Spike coming in here, causing havoc. With this Eight of Swords repeating here. The Eight of Swords really, like we said, self-imposed restrictions. You might feel a bit of the squeeze, right? You might feel, like you can see here, this person, they had their hands kind of tied behind their backs and their legs are bound here. They're not moving anywhere. Like, you might be free to move, but you're still going to be kind of bound by what's going on with you at this time, right? You might be bound by your by your responsibilities and your maturity here. Like, you're free to go wherever and do what you want, but you just, like, it's going to be one of those things where I feel like you may go somewhere that you don't usually go, where, you know, things are pricey and there's a lot of things that might attract your eye, right? And maybe you need to put the blindfold on and keep your hands back and away from the wallet so you're not spending money unnecessarily. So just be wary of that, maybe getting that tested this week as well. Oh, excuse me. And with this Ten of Cups here as well, where you want to work towards your dreams, you want to work towards your goals here in the future. It's just saying, like, you know, you got to take care of how you're handling things, right? Just be mindful of that. Be mindful of, like, you know, overextending yourself, overindulging, things like that. Be careful, because I feel like the more disciplined you are, the more the closer that's going to put you to this Ten of Cups. I don't feel like this is going to set you off if you're not handling things exactly the way you should be, or if things, you overspend a bit. I don't feel like that's going to knock you off course, because with the Ten of Cups here, I feel like that's still your main focus. It's just, I feel like you'll get there sooner if you're willing to put more restrictions on, but maintain the ones you already have, right? Let's take a look at some potential clarifiers for these challenges. See if we can get a little more detail on this. See what's going on here. Got the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles again. Lots of repeating messages here for you in this reading so far. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, with the Eight of Swords repeating here, as well as the Eight of Pentacles now. Interesting here. Again, I feel like you need to dedicate yourself to that hard work, keeping the practice up. And it's interesting now as well. We've gone from the 7 to the 8 to the 9. Like, we're advancing. We are moving forward in the Pentacles here. With, like, I feel like that's your financial, your financial world, like where we're talking about not spending a whole lot here with the Eight of Swords, like kind of putting those restrictions on. I feel like that's that advancement taking place, even though this might be a trying time for you, because you want to, kind of indulge. You want to kind of, enjoy the fruits of your labor here, like with the Nine of Pentacles. You want to enjoy the hard work you've put in, and, kind of, take pride and joy in that, but we're not quite ready for that just yet. So I feel like we need to kind of just, again, we're just so close to the Ten of Pentacles here, we should just hold on. With the Wheel of Fortune here as well, interestingly enough, it's number 10 here. So we've gone 7, 8, 9, 10 now. Very interesting. And we gone from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that's a wonderful little number sequence here for you, Cancer. But yeah, this is just looking really awesome here with the wheel as well. Again, the Wheel of Fortune saying, like, fortune will churn your way depending on what your actions are. Like, I feel like if you're in a good place now, maintain that, right? Maintain how you've been handling things. If things have been going good for you, you're moving in a positive direction, right? Where we're talking about with the Seven of Swords here, watching how you're handling things. If you're handling things and things have kind of been going awry, or things have kind of been turning against you, it's time to change it up so that we can get the wheel spinning in your favor, Cancer. All right? Let's take a look at your outcome cards. We'll clarify them, and we'll look at your oracle message to tie everything off. So let's take a look and see what we got here for you, Cancer. All right. We got the Nine of Pentacles again. We got Zowoldo, the world. Awesome. And the King of Swords too. I love all of that. So that's great. Like, that's what you're talking about. 7, 8, 9 of Pentacles, all in the positive energy too, right? It's all in your energy and your outcome. So that's really beautiful. Again, repeating cards aplenty here. With the 9 of Pentacles, the world, and the King of Swords here, this is like you're getting to that big completion. Like, we're heading there. We're trending in a positive direction here. And I feel like with the King of Swords, it's because we're taking this no-nonsense attitude here, Cancer. It's like we need to move forward. Like, I'm going to overindulge and stuff. Step outside of my budget or something and spend, frivolously, that's going to affect me negatively. So I am not going to do that, right? The King of Swords very much is that kind of attitude. It's like if you spend your money and overindulge, right? And I'm not saying like you can't have fun and stuff. Like you can't you can't have like Netflix or something, or like if you budget in like, you know, a certain amount of money every month for yourself, you know, for play and things like that, like that certainly is fine. But I mean, when you go over and beyond that, right, and you overextend, the King of Swords says if you're doing that, you're taking away from your future by overindulging now, right? So it's just playing the long game. It's playing like, hey, like I'm trying to get to my future, to like that destination as soon as possible, and by, you know, going outside of my budget and such and things like that, it's affecting me in a negative way, right? And the World is this big completion that you are working towards, right? The World is the final card of the major arcana. It's the big ending, it's the big completion, it's the big goal you're working towards here. So I love that. That's awesome. Like, and again, with that Nine of Pentacles, we're trending in that positive direction. So let's take a look and see what we got for clarifying your outcome cards, and we're going to tie it all off with an oracle card at the end with Spike here overviewing the entire video here. What do we have for you? We got the Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Magician. Look at that. Look at that. With the Page of Pentacles, I feel like it's going to be your knowledge that's really going to be paying off here. Your knowledge and your plan here. Because the Page of Pentacles, of all the pages are information gatherers at heart, all four of them. The Page of Pentacles is the planner of the four. Like, he's the one that really says, like, all right, I'm going to set down, like, this is what I want to do. This is the path I wish to take. This is how I'm going to get there, right? And when he goes from the Page to the Knight is the person that actually takes the action here. And I feel like because your outcome is, like, you stuck to the plan, you stuck to your intentions, and that's why we're going and getting to our end goal here all the sooner. I love it. With the Magician and the High Priestess here as well, the Magician, the master manifester, the person that's bringing like reality in here, like that spark of creation, bringing it all down, saying, I want this, I want it now, going out there, taking that action. That's you for sure, bringing this into reality. I love it. And with the High Priestess, you've been trusting your intuition. You've been knowing when to, go off course maybe a little, because it's like, I can afford to go off course because maybe, you worked a bit of overtime at work that week, and it's like, okay, I can spend a little more because I earned that little bit more. Or maybe trusting your intuition, being like, I got that more, I'm not going to overspend it because that's putting me forward, right? Trusting your instincts and on top of your plan and on top of your manifestation has really gonna lead you to your goals here. So I love that, Cancer. So let's take a look at your oracle card, wrap this all up for you here. Hopefully this has been resonating with you, Cancer. Hopefully this has been helping you out, and let's see what we got for you here. All right, Cancer, we got the Lizard Spirit dream the world into being, number 38. Let's take a look, see what we got here. You got the Lizard Spirit. When was the last time you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? The Lizard Spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little while, allowing the ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allowed yourself to dare to believe in the impossible, making it possible first in your dreaming mind and then in the world as you co-create with spirit? Give in to the power of imagination, and soon you will dream. Your dream will become clearer. The steps will reveal themselves, and what was ephemeral will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it and be it. Spirit asks you to dare to dream big. And that's what I feel like you've been doing. That I feel like this Lizard Spirit is that reminder that you've been dreaming big, you've been planning, and it's gonna pay off, right? It is gonna pay off because you've been dreaming about like going after whatever this is, pursuing this, right? This is what you really want. This is what you're working hard for, right? And that goal is coming in big time here because you've been dreaming the world into being, right? And that's what you really got to stick to, is keep the dream alive, right? So I love that. That's fantastic, Cancer. So I hope that's helped you out. Hope that resonated with you. If you want to help out the channel, hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. And I'll see you in the next video.